It's been a rough year, hasn't it? So let me take you back to the halcyon days of November 2011 when Adele's Rolling in the Deep was topping the music charts and Charlie Sheen was having a public meltdown for the ages. Hashtag winning, hashtag tiger blood. But our story today takes place on the other side of the globe, where then President Barack Obama was addressing Australia's parliament and laying out his vision for America's expanded role in the Asia Pacific.
So here's what this region must know. As we end today's wars, I have directed my national security team to make our presence and mission in the Asia Pacific a top priority.
Obama's declaration soon became known as the, quote, pivot to Asia. American foreign policy, Obama announced, would be shifting its focus away from costly wars in the Middle East and towards strengthening partnerships in the Asia Pacific in order to curb a rising China. In short, America's 21st century foreign policy would be pointed firmly to the East. Fast forward to 2023, and I have some good news. Charlie Sheen's career is now alive and well. America's pivot to Asia? Well, that is a little more complicated. Like Michael Corleone in Godfather 3, I'm in a pop culture kind of mood today. No matter how much the United States tries to leave behind 20th century wars, they keep getting pulled back in. The Israel-Hamas conflict, which has been the top foreign policy in Washington for a couple months and counting now, is only the latest example. And though not in the Middle East, the war in Ukraine remains one of the biggest and most expensive U.S. foreign policy priorities. This is not, in short, the 20th century foreign policy vision that President Obama had in mind. And yet, if you talk to any American national security official, they'll tell you that China's rise remains Washington's main national security challenge. After all, America's biggest global rival is also one of its largest trade partners. And that is just one of the many reasons that President Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping met at the sidelines of the Asia-Pacific Economic Forum in San Francisco last month. But I'm here in Tokyo, Japan, the world's third largest economy and the closest U.S. ally in the region. Don't come at me, South Korea. If the U.S. is ever going to fully pivot to Asia, they're going to have to bring Japan along for the ride.